Hey guys, it's Anthony Romrell, and in this video we're going to build out an animation state machine. So in the previous video we started putting this together on our little character, and we have an example here of something that I've built earlier. So we have different states that can be controlled with our character in our state machine. So what we have here is we have a couple of states. These are triggers. We have a run, idle, jump, and hit. We're going to do hit and wall jump later, but we're going to start with run, idle, and jump. Okay, then we have an any state, a default state, an idle state. This is a hit state, a jump state, and a run state. Okay, and then we have these parameters that we go in and out. So we say if jump is true, we go to jump. If jump is false, we go out of jump, right? So if jump is run is true, we go into run. If run is false, we go out of run. And, it just depends on the state where we happen to be in. So we're going to take our other state that we've been working on. I've got another set of animations here we've been starting on. So I have different idles for this particular character. And we're going to open up this state machine, and we're going to go over to parameters. And we're going to add... so we have these bools we're going to add here. So we're going to call one bool run. And then we're going to do another bool called idle. And then one more bool called jump. Okay. And we're going to say that while we're in idle, we're going to create a transition. So we're going to say make transition by right-clicking. We're going to drag this to run, and we're going to drag a transition to jump. We're also going to make a transition from jump back to idle, and a transition from run back to idle. Then we're going to make a transition from jump to run, and from the opposite, jump to run and run to jump. Okay, I did that backwards, make a transition there. Okay, so what we're going to say is while we're in idle, we're going to add a condition here. So we're first of all, we're going to turn off exit time, right? So there's no exit time on any of these, right? They can't exit on their own. They have to stay in that state until that state changes. Okay, so we're going to make sure that all of these states are turned off on exit time. Then we're going to say that if, we're going to add this condition, and that is if run is true, go to run, right? And then to go out of run, we're going to add this, and we're going to say if run is false. Then to go into run from jump, we're going to say if run is true. And to go out of run to jump, we're going to say run is false. Then we're going to say if from idle to jump, we're going to say if jump is true. And we're going to say if jump goes out, we're going to say jump is false. Okay. Now in our other state machine, we had other states, hits and things like that. We'll deal with that on another video, right? We'll expand it. But for now, we've got a pretty decent little state machine set up. Okay. Now, in our prefabs, our little character right here. So I'm just going to open up this particular prefab, and we're going to look at what is executing this, right? So I'm going to come down here, and you can see that I have some different events right here, and I specifically have on the character controller is really what I wanted to go to. Our simple character controller here, okay? And so I have the character controller, and then I have another script. Let's see what scripts we have. We have our character animation controller, right? So I'm going to just double click this script, and we're going to be able to read it. And what we have here is we have states to go to, right, in this script. So we have a run, an idle, a jump. We have a wall jump we're not using right now. So what we need on our other character is this character animator controller, okay? And in this particular case, we push play here, and it's going to load our controller into the scene for us, right? Now, we obviously have some issues right here with this particular level not working, right? So we're going to go to a level that works. In this case, we'll go to our layers. I'm going to hit save. Okay. And I have a little froggy character that I believe works no problem in this. Oh, he doesn't work in this one. Matching doesn't work. Let's just take a look at our prefabs. Okay, so let's go to, got to find one that will work. Okay, this is the correct one with all the prefabs in it. Oh, I didn't expect that. That was kind of interesting, a lot of animation, right? But you can see this character works just fine. So this little prefab, this character mover, we're going to delete this character, and we're going to add our other prefab that we created earlier in the other video. So I have my player 2 here. We're going to bring player 2 into the scene. We'll push play, and it's not going to work because it is on the default layer. So we need to make a little change to it. So the layer is going to be also a player. And yes, let's change the children. We're going to push play on this. And great, this seems to be working, right? With this particular, I have some interesting things going on with my script, a little unexpected. That's okay. We can deal with that later. This is really focusing on these controls. And you could see my idle works, but my other animations aren't firing. And that is because I need to edit this character. So I'm going to go back to this prefab. And on the art, we're going to add a script. Okay, we're going to add a character animation controller script. And as long as our parameters match the script. So let's just look at our script one more time. So I'm just going to double click this, and it should be run, idle, and jump, all spelled exactly like this. Okay. And so we're just going to make sure on this particular character that in this animator, it's spelled the same. It looks like they are. So we're just going to, with that script now on here, and the name's correct. Okay, you can see it changes our states. And we have our new character with our sprites animating correctly with our state machine. Now, as always, if you find that you need help with these states and it's not working for you, go ahead and message me, and we will figure this out together.